Hello, my Taurus placements. Welcome to your reading for the full moon in Leo. I am Helena with Helena's Tarot. We're going to jump into these messages to see what you can expect over the next couple of weeks following this new moon in Leo that we are having on, I believe, February 1st of this year, depending on where you are in the world. I would definitely also check out your rising sign, because your rising sign is going to also dictate what house this is falling in for you. So that could be a little bit different from like your sun or moon or Venus. But anyway, feel free to watch for any Taurus placement, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, especially a Taurus ascendant. Once again, it could let you know what house this full moon will be landing in for you. So we're going to dive right into these messages. All right. Spirit, what does this full moon have in store for my Taurus placements? What does this what can Taurus expect following the next couple of weeks with the full moon in Leo? What can my Taurus placements expect during this full moon in Leo? Got a good little shuffle here. All right. Okay, you can definitely expect some kind of delay with something. I would definitely, I mean, you guys are pretty patient as it is. You guys are an earth sign. I would definitely try to hone in some patience in the next couple of weeks. There may have been a project or collaboration that may be coming to a slow like delay. Not that it's going to end. I mean, I have way more cards that I'm going to pull, but um I would be very patient in the next couple of weeks. If something seems like it's delayed, especially with a collaboration of some sort. Um, I would just try to wait it out. I feel like timing is going to be very significant in the next couple of weeks. You may have to do something by a certain deadline, or somebody may be expecting something from you by a certain deadline. So I don't know if you're in school or if you just have a really busy work schedule. Not really sure what's going on in your personal life, obviously, but there may be some kind of thing that is going to be involving timing. So once again, something needs to be done by a deadline, or somebody is expecting a certain thing or situation, or possibly, I don't know, money, whatever. Somebody is expecting something by a certain deadline. Um, but that may only resonate with maybe like one or two of you. Let's see. What else for Taurus following this full moon in Leo? What else can my Taurus placements expect following this full moon in Leo? What else can Taurus expect following the full moon in Leo? Ooh, watch out for somebody very sneaky and deceptive in your energy. It's possible that somebody could be lying to you about something in the next couple of weeks, or somebody's trying to get away with something here. Now, I don't really know what that could be. Um, Maybe regarding the first message, somebody, I don't know who this is for, but either you are expecting something by a certain deadline, like you need something from somebody and somebody is going to try to like find their way out of it, or this may be you may be trying to find your way out of a situation knowing that some kind of deadline or some kind of like thing that needs to be done within a certain amount of time. Somebody here is like trying to sneak away from it or avoid their responsibility here, but I would definitely watch out for somebody who could possibly be a liar in your energy, somebody sneaky and deceptive in your energy. Definitely be on the lookout for, people who aren't what they seem, so to speak. What else for Taurus in the month of? What else for Taurus following this full moon in Leo? What else can my Taurus placements expect following this full moon in Leo? What else can Taurus expect following this full moon in Leo? Okay, Definitely a lot of, I mentioned this in the beginning, but I feel like a lot of patience is going to be required on something. Now you may be working on something like a project, a hobby, something at your job where you're putting a lot of hard work and like detailed time into. You could be working on a very something that's very detail oriented, something that can be very what's the word, I can't think of this certain word, it'll probably come to me. I hate when I can't think of words. When when I need to use certain words the most, they never come to me. But anyway, you need to be very possibly like something about being calculating. I just got a message of somebody being very calculating here in the next couple of weeks. But you could be working on something that's very I think tedious is the word I was looking for. Tedious, meaning something that requires a lot of detail and time spent like working on something or making something happen. Um, Something where you really need to pay attention to, like read in between the lines and stuff like that. But expect to be working really hard on some kind of project here in the next couple of weeks, or you may just be working really hard at your job. All right. What else for my not Leo, I'm sorry. What else for Taurus following this new moon? I mean, Jesus. What else for Taurus following this full moon in Leo? What else for Taurus? What else for Taurus following this full moon in Leo that we have coming up? What else can Taurus expect? Ooh. Damn, a lot of cards just came out. All right, so somebody here, let me fix the camera so you can see the cards better. Somebody here wasn't taking accountability for something in the past. It could possibly be the person that I described who is being very sneaky and deceptive in the next couple of weeks. Somebody here may be getting some kind of karma due to them. Somebody's getting some kind of karma because in the past somebody didn't take any kind of accountability and they blamed everything and everybody else on their problems. Somebody who kind of refused to look in the mirror and look at their own, like, you know, their own destructive behaviors, so to speak. Also, definitely expect to be a lot more abundant following this full moon, Leo. You could have a lot of, we have the King of Pentacles here, so expect a huge windfall of money. And this is right under the Eight of Pentacles. So after putting a lot of hard time and work into something, possibly something very detail oriented, expect to get a windfall of money from that. Expect to be feeling very abundant. We also have you here. We have the Hierophant, Taurus. That is you. The Hierophant is your card. It's ruled by Venus, associated with the sign of Taurus. So expect to be very like in your expect to be very in your element in the next couple of weeks as well. You're gonna be feeling very abundant and definitely very stable, especially when it comes to your finances. Like I said, it's possible in the next couple of weeks somebody could be getting exposed to somebody in your job or around your job, something involving like where you go on a daily basis or some kind of community. There's somebody that could be being exposed here to trickery, theft, some kind of lying, stealing. So once again, somebody trying to get away with something. It's possible that somebody here, I'm getting a message that somebody here is being exposed, and because somebody's being exposed, you are going to reap the riches because of that. You're going to really benefit from whoever's being exposed here. You're going to have a lot of not only financial stability, but as well as emotional stability as well. Um, you could be feeling very financially and emotionally abundant in the next couple of weeks, Taurus. I think it's because, like I said, this may not resonate for all of you, but for some of you, there's somebody that may be getting exposed in your energy. Like I said, it could be because of a job, somebody that you know in your personal life who maybe wasn't always the most honest in the past. Somebody here is being exposed for something, and it's possible that it could lead you to like some kind of payout or something. I don't know if this is like um Not really sensing a court case. I mean, it could be for some of you some kind of court or legal battle, but just expect to have karma some kind of karma here is taking place where, because of somebody, I don't want to say because of somebody else's downfall, but because somebody else is being exposed, it's very, very likely that you could definitely benefit from this. Maybe if somebody was trying to hide money from you in the past, or somebody wasn't able to pay you back, it's possible that now they pay you back, or they could be forced to pay you back. And either way, you're just gonna, because you're working so hard and putting a lot of time and effort into something, you're definitely gonna reap the benefits of it. You're gonna be very successful financially as well as emotionally here. What else for Taurus following this full moon in Leo? What else can Taurus expect following this full moon in Leo? Spirit, thank you very much. What else can Taurus expect following this full moon in Leo? Oh, yeah, definitely some kind of money coming your way, Taurus. Be careful not to isolate yourself too much at this time. Um, Honestly, I'm just getting a vibe of somebody just working hard on their craft, whatever that may be. Somebody working really hard, putting a lot of time, energy, and hours into something, being very detail oriented, as well as being very resourceful. And yeah, you're definitely going to have like a huge windfall of cash, some kind of payout, raise, promotion, possibly, or I don't know. I know it's tax season in the month of February, so any of you expecting money back, any of you guys like expecting any kind of money back from your taxes, definitely be expecting to, maybe that's going to be coming in for you as well. But yeah, you're going to be feeling very abundant. Just I would just watch out for possible greediness here. Don't be too greedy or stingy with your money. Obviously be cautious and be responsible. I don't have to tell you that, because like, you guys tend to be very, very much responsible with money here. But yeah, I would just watch out for any kind of greediness coming from your end in the next couple of weeks. Also, make sure that you're not isolating yourself too much. It's possible that, I mean, shit, some of you may be getting paid out very well, and you're just gonna go to a nice restaurant by yourselves and treat yourself, or treat yourself to, like, I don't know, some new clothes or something. Definitely treating yourself here in the future, but try not to isolate yourself too much. All right, where I'm gonna pull some advice for you. What advice do we have for Taurus following this full moon in Leo? What else do we have for my Taurus placements following this full moon in Leo? What advice can you give me for Taurus? Please and thank you. What else can you give me for Taurus? Um, Try not to, whether this is you or somebody you're dealing with, try not to be argumentative at this time. Try not to always feel like you have to have the last word or win every argument. Also, be careful of I would advise against getting don't get involved in any arguments, or somebody may be making like passive aggressive comments, or um somebody trying to be like conniving in a way of like either purposely keeping information from you, purposely keeping messages from you, or you may be feeling a little bit argumentative in the next couple of weeks. Like, somebody here has an energy of always needing to have the last word, always having to win an argument, come out on top, or there could just be some harsh words being said in the next couple of weeks. So I would definitely watch out for that as well, Taurus. Watch out for somebody possibly younger than you, immature. It could be an air sign you could be dealing with, this sneaky, deceptive person that I've been talking about. They could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but they don't have to be. Or maybe you have some air in your chart. But yeah, somebody possibly younger and just more immature than you. I would just steer clear of this person. What other advice do we have for Taurus in the month of February? What else do we have for Taurus in the month of February? Spirit, please and thank you. What else do we have for Taurus? Advice, please. Um, be careful. Like, yes, you will. It looks like you have a lot of abundance coming your way, Taurus, but be careful of not spreading yourself too thin. It's possible that some of you guys may be juggling jobs right now. So, some of you may have more than one job or more than one source of income. So, I don't know. Some of you guys may be clocking in as early as like 8 in the morning somewhere just to clock out by like 5 and then go to like a night shift somewhere where you guys have to close. Some of you guys may be juggling possibly multiple sources of income and multiple jobs right now. I would advise to not stretch yourself too thin. Also, just be wary of any new financial opportunities that come your way. I feel like somebody here may not be completely honest about something. We have another, the Page of Pentacles under the Page of Swords reverse. So I feel like there's definitely somebody younger and more immature in your energy. It's possibly somebody you either work with or somebody you will be working with. If any of you guys are starting a new job, I don't mean to like, not trying to make anybody paranoid here, but it's possible if you start another new job or open up your sources of income, it's possible that somebody here may be like younger and immature, more immature than you, so just watch out for that as well. All right, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Swords. So some of you guys may be, with all this money that's going to be coming in for you, Taurus, I think some of you guys could possibly be saving up for a trip. Some of you guys may be traveling now, whether that be short distance travel or like, you know, getting on a plane and going across the country or whatever. Um, Somebody here could definitely be traveling soon. Maybe all the abundance that you'll be receiving in the next couple of weeks, possible that you guys may be setting aside some of that money to travel somewhere, or if not that, you are trying to get away from a certain situation. So two different ways that I'm reading this. The first way I'm reading this is exactly what I just said, setting aside money to possibly travel in the future, or you already have plans to like physically travel somewhere. Now, another way that I'm reading this is you may be trying to get out of a situation. You may be wanting to leave. It's possible if some of you guys have more than one job or more than one source of income. I'm sensing that some of you guys may want to leave one of these jobs or sources of income that you have. Possible work drama. Like I said, if you work with anybody who is younger and more mature than you, or somebody that you just don't really see eye to eye with, somebody possibly very argumentative or just passive aggressive, whatever negative people that you're dealing with at work. I'm sensing that some of you guys may want to leave a certain job or some kind of source of income that you receive, whether you're receiving it from somebody else or you work for somebody. It's going to be different for all of you, but I think some of you may want to leave a job. Maybe some of you may even be looking for another source of income, or some of you guys may be trying to expand your sources of income because there's a certain job or title that you've had that you may be like outgrowing it, or you just may not really like the vibes at your workplace. Something about wanting to leave a certain job or situation for something else, but just take it as it resonates. But I definitely see you guys financially expanding, becoming very abundant in the next couple of weeks. So if any of you guys got a new job recently, congratulations. Or like I said, possibly trying to open up your sources of income here. But like I said, I would just look out. It's possible you may want to leave one job for another job, or change up one of your careers or sources of income here. Let's see, what else can I get from this? Yeah, I'm not really sensing too much romantic energy in this. I'm personally not really sensing too much. I'm not really reading this as like a love reading today. This is honestly, I feel like what I'm sensing for you in the next couple of weeks is just you focusing on your money, obviously working really hard. And like I said, some of you guys may be keeping to yourself right now, especially with the Four of Pentacles and now the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Even though you guys are very financially abundant at this time, just watch out that you don't isolate yourselves too much, or it it's possible you guys may want to like travel and get away for a little bit. If not, if not traveling anywhere, leaving a certain situation or job or place behind. That's going to be different for all of you, but um well, I don't really have any other messages here. Let me read you the zodiac signs that you could possibly be dealing with. Strong air energy, I already mentioned earlier, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could also be dealing with another Taurus, possibly a Scorpio as well. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. These are some signs you could be dealing with in the next couple of weeks, or you may have those signs may be in your big three or somewhere deep in your birth chart. Anyway, that is what I have for you, Taurus. These have been your messages for the full moon in Leo. If any of these messages end up resonating for you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It would definitely help my channel grow. Comment down below if any of these messages stood out to you in any way. I would love to hear your story and what could be going on for you at this time. But anyway, take care, Taurus. I'll see you during your next reading. Bye bye.